Hey everybody, Dave253 here with another review. Today we're going to be talking about the Boge Revolution V2. And before I get into that, I'm actually going to tell you a little bit about the goings on here with my video process. This first video, sound, nothing. Didn't have my mic turned on. Get through a 10-minute long or 8-minute long first impression video just to watch myself float around and, watch my latest moves, nothing come out. Pretty dumb on my part. Second one comes along. I thought I did a good job. Got it all done. Previewed it. Okay, everything was good. Uploaded to YouTube. Actually, I just uploaded it to YouTube tonight. I get a message on there telling me my volume sucks. They can't hear me. It's too low. So I check it out on YouTube. Sure as shit, no sound. There is sound, but there might as well not even be any goddamn sound because you can barely hear me. Crank my volume all the way up to max, and I'm mumbling. So, come here to do my third first impression, which now I've just made kind of a semi, review. I still got some time to play with this, so maybe another week I'll do a follow-up. Go to the review, my microphone craps out on me. No sound, nothing. So now I gotta bust out the headset, the microphone. Now all that stuff's done. We'll get to the good stuff here. Boom, that's it. Again, Boge Revolution V2. The box is nice. You got disclaimer on the back, keep away from children, yada, yada, yada. It's a healthier change and all that stuff for you. Open it up. That's what we got on the inside there. Sorry, it's kind of dark in here. There we go. The unit right here. And then we go up to the top. Over here, we got the charging cable, wall adapter, move down. We got the 5 cardos that come with it, as well as the bottle adapter and the needle bottle adapter. Anyway, so let's get this out. Also, there is a hand strap for this thing. It's kind of like a cell phone strap, whatever. Some people have on their cell phones. Just goes around the end here. I took it off. It was bothering me. It's in the other room, so just to let you know there is one. Also, you get this little deal on the top here. I believe it's in case your juice, you hit the juice or whatever, doesn't get in your pocket or whatever and screw your pocket up. That's kind of cool. Right off the top, you got your atomizer, cartomizer adapter there, where where it plugs in. Over here, what looks like, some crazy cool LEDs. Hey, I got LEDs. Actually, turns out it's a air ionizer, air purifier. Anyone that knows anything about that, I don't really know too much. Something to do with taking negative ion particles and making them fresh. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Underneath, you got the button. Click it on. You got 3 lights showing that the battery is fully charged. And it goes down 2, and then 1, so on and so forth. I guess after the device hits 3 volts, it will stop vaping, which means you plug it in. Switch on the side, top one is for that ionizer deal. Middle turns the unit off, and then you flick all the way down, and that powers the unit on. The button seems to be pretty solid. It's recessed, and it's got this plastic that kind of comes up around it. You don't have to worry about knocking a button off or breaking it or whatever. It seems pretty nice. The side, juice injector, whatever you want to call it, the bottom comes off there. Pull the juice out. I have a tough time getting this bottle out. I mean, it's up in there pretty good. Really got to dig in there, but yank that out. There's the bottle and the needle. Just a quick word of advice: you might have to actually take the needle and pull up on it a little bit to kind of lengthen it and get it into that atomizer and cartomizer. I was having a problem with it not feeding in right, and I just wasn't getting juice into my addies and cartos. So Nice little tip there. Over the bottom here in full view, you got your USB charge adapter as well as the pass-through. Works perfectly. Off to the side, you got another panel that opens, and it's a cardo holder, so you can have an extra cardo, or you can take the one off that you're using and put it in there, and use that little cap that I showed you for you want to carry it around or whatever. It's kind of cool. One thing that I do notice, right off the bat, this door for the bottle, it's really easy to slide off. Mine doesn't click in or nothing like the other side. That clicks in nice. This side, it doesn't at all. So maybe some super glue, something to kind of make it sticky. So when you slide it in, it just kind of it'll hold it better. So I actually haven't been using the cards that came with it too much. Once I figured out how to get the low res stuff working on this thing, that's what I've been using. The bottom of the atomizers have that middle section that has to make contact with the atomizer connection. Unfortunately, here in this device, it's like they recessed it a little too far, and it doesn't screw in far enough to make the connection. So you actually have to pull out the middle connection of that addy just a little bit for it to make that connection. I've kind of read some reviews of how some people's were popping the PCB board, so they had to plug it back in, and that kind of resets the whole thing. So it's not broken. You just have to plug it back in and it'll reset your device. But I've had no problems with this low resistance. This is a Cisco 306, 1.5 ohm. I've been using my low res 510s, and actually I have a couple dual coil low resistance 1.5 that I've been using. I believe the cardos that come with it that I ohmed out to were about 3.4, 3.5 on the ohmage. So I didn't get a lot of vapor production off of that deal, but it was still pretty good for what it was. Let's take a puff on this and show you what it does here. Give it a little more juice here. I find sometimes, I gotta squeeze a little bit more in there. In between every time I have to, re-squeeze it, it's about 3 or 4 times I got pressed in to get a decent, taste on this without that burning and nastiness. So yeah, it's good. A good vape production with those low res on there. All in all, it seems to be a pretty solid device. I don't really have any complaints about it. You've got this nice, kind of like rubberized coating on the outside, so it grips pretty nice. It is a fairly large, bulky device, sort of. I have a fairly large hand, and it just barely, comes out there. But it's fairly light, so that's a plus, I guess. But like I said, it's kind of big. So other than that, like I said, it's a pretty solid device. I have no real complaints yet about it. I don't think I will, but like I said, I might be doing a follow up here in a week or so just to see if I found any more quirks or things with this device. But other than that, thanks for watching, Davey Dave.